Guys, I am in my 3rd trimester and I could swear the happiest swear words I've ever sworn because being pregnant is akin to running a marathon for me and I hate to run. This is Belly with clothes on. These are my pregnancy clothes that used to be so big and now they almost don't fit me. Here she is.
Check you out, mama.
Measuring really normal. I'm having a C-section at 39 weeks and we're all super pumped for that. So technically baby is 14 inches long, about this long. We'll come back to the chocolate chips as well. Baby also weighs about 2 pounds. I don't know what it is about this 3rd pregnancy. Maybe it's just that I've gone through it 2 times already. So the shock value has worn off and I'm able to kind of like think more about this stuff. But it blows my mind that Dallin's little sperm and my little egg came together and now I'm growing a human inside of my body. I feel like it's stupid that I've never really thought of that before. And I really think it was because I just had no headspace to think. I was just miserable and sick and didn't know what was happening to my body. And now I'm like, oh, hemorrhoids, old news. Oh, my swelling feet, old news. I wanted to do a little mukbang while I talk to you about my favorite names. I mentioned this on Instagram, but this time around with the names, it's like, has anyone ever had a good girl name ever? I just hate them all. And I know that's fairly hormonal and I've had a lot of hormonal talks with Dallin recently. And I know non-pregnant Ashley does not hate all female names, but pregnant Ashley is just like, come on, world.
You got some real opinions.
Come on, like get something better. Okay, what I'm making right now, side note, was one of my very few pregnancy cravings. I'll tell you my other one.
Yeah.
Later on. Stop. This is something that I used to eat all the time growing up during my chunkier stage of preteen adolescence, and I love it. You get strawberry ice cream, and it's like a milkshake except you don't mix it. It's a deconstructed milkshake. So you pour in the milk right to the top, and it starts to get like that little icy sheen around it. Then you get your chocolate chips, and this is my personal bag. So know if you're out there that Ashley has eaten many bags of chocolate chips this pregnancy and in her life, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. And then you just put as much in until your heart tells you to stop. And then it's just like crunchy and cold and it hydrates you. I told myself that because I just really need to be hydrated. The other day, Dallin was putting the kids to bed because I stopped moving at 8. So if they're not in bed by 8, I'm not very helpful. And I was like, Dallin, come help me. And he came in thinking I needed real help and I asked for a milkshake and he made like a joke like, make your own milkshake. And I started crying. And I was like, all day I'm making this baby and I'm just in pain and I just need someone to make me a milkshake at the end of the day. I'm like crying now, reliving it.
I was like, crap, no, that was a joke.
I was like, I wouldn't ask unless I really needed it. I said on our Instagram, like, I'm sorry if this is leading anyone on. I'm not trying to be like clickbait. I truly like decide on a name every day and then decide that I hate it the next day. But I feel like some names are rising to the top and there are a lot of names that you've heard, but the front runners are falling. Daphne was a huge front runner. It's like a name I want to love. Like I love the idea of it, but I don't love it for my baby, I feel like is the feeling. Today's top name, if I had this baby today, I think the top options would be Ruby, top name. And that just happened this morning. I really like the nicknames like Rue, or you could call her B, or Rubes. I think it has great nickname options. I really love Margot. And then the last one, I think top 3 right now would be June. So Ruby, Margot, and then June. This could change at any moment.
These change daily. Almost twice a day.
I really like though the middle name Dot. So I thought Ruby Dot, like D-O-T-T-E, could be really cute because it's like our last kid, the period to our family, like
cute.
Over. And you could call her Dottie if you wanted to.
Well, that's cute.
It's really cute, right? All right, I'm gonna show you the nursery. I have some ideas. These are also new. I haven't told you these yet. I thought of them. I'm thinking my favorite color is like the lightest of blues. So I'm thinking this wall right here, like kind of paint it a creamy white. And then on all the walls, do just like the lightest of blues. And then we have like these shelves right here. And I think I would maybe get like one more over here or something and get like maybe like silver pots and put pretty little yellow flowers in them. I think that would be really, really cute. As far as like symptoms and feelings and my changing body, things are pretty chill. I was excited to do this because my face has really cleared up, and then yesterday I got this huge zit right here. But overall, my skin, it's starting to do that pregnant thing where you like stop needing deodorant and your hair doesn't get greasy anymore. At least this happens to me. And you start thinking, maybe I've just been showering too much my whole life. Like I have no BO. And then like 2 weeks after you have a baby, you're just like, need to shower every 20 minutes. I'm still showering, don't worry. Baby is moving a ton, so like all of the stress and like I wonder if she's doing okay, I wonder if I'm still pregnant, is everything okay? Like all of that is mostly gone, and I just feel like a lot of movement all the time, and I feel like I'm getting bigger. I'm sleeping better. I think I'm just more tired, so I sleep better. I still wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and my like hips just ache, and my legs, like they're not super swollen yet, but they just like ache. Like Dallin will come and I'll have him just squeeze my legs and kind of like just put pressure on him, and it's just the most wonderful feeling I've ever felt. I usually get pretty swollen in my third trimester. I don't know, like the third trimester is so weird. You're so happy to be in the third trimester, but you're also like, you just know like this is where it gets really hard and really bad. That's just the good, you know, things are trucking along, everything's healthy, everything's growing. I feel baby a lot. I don't have a ton of food aversions. I feel kind of like blah about food. I don't crave a lot of food. I like my ice cream shake and I like to drink my Crystal Light, but other food doesn't really like excite me. I will say though, 2 days ago, I just had this day where I didn't feel incredibly hungry. I just felt like everything I ate, it was like my body was saying, okay, now go find more. And I don't know, it's probably hormonal. It's all just basically hormonal, and I don't understand what's happening to me. I'm just on this weird ride. Funny story. So I made a grocery order this morning. All my shopper got was special products for hemorrhoids. These are golden for all of you people going through this. I am here with you, and these are my favorite. My 2 questions that I have for you. Number 1, I have a lot of lower back pain. Have you ever been to the chiropractor when you are pregnant? I have chiropractor fears and anxieties, and I've never been. But if you tell me that it took away your lower back pain, I will go. Number 2, I have grown out of all of my undergarments. So I have like, this is like a True & Co bra, and I really love it. I'm just growing out of it, and I'll probably just get the next size up, or maybe 2 sizes up. Unless you have like, this is the one I love. I don't really like the ones with clips. I just kind of like the ones you can pull and you know, like get access. So let me know your favorite, and underwear too. Growing out of all of them. But if you have a favorite nursing bra that is clipless, or if you have one that has clips but you like swear by it, just let me know and I'll probably buy it and try it out. Okay, I took a picture of everyone's questions. What is something you wish you and Dal did or knew before George? I wish I knew how to talk about things. With George, this would have mortified me, being like, hey, I have hemorrhoids.
Wait, telling me?
Yeah, like I just kept everything a secret, and I didn't, like I feel like you never really knew why I was miserable. You just knew that I was miserable. The whole postpartum situation, I just didn't talk about it.
Like we hadn't broken the fart barrier.
Still haven't.
We still haven't actually broken the fart. I mean, I have, but Ashley hasn't. Only in her sleep. But we don't say that. We don't say that. I don't know. I just had no understanding. I hadn't invested much time into like studying fatherhood or what it actually, in the nitty gritty. I understood the idea of fatherhood, but when it actually came down to the actual reality of being a father, I just basically had this romanticized version of it all in my brain. I wish I knew more specifics and was a little more prepared. And
I feel like we had a lot of talks/arguments where I would be like, Dal, what were you expecting? And you were like, not this.
I didn't know. So yeah, I read a book or 2, maybe. Okay, next.
Will you move James into her new room before the baby comes? It really depends on supply chain at this point.
We're just waiting for some stuff. Probably not though, James, because baby's gonna be in our room for like the first 6 months, right? So
I feel like our
James will still be down the hall for a little while.
They usually stay with us for the first couple months. I don't know how this baby will be. If this baby's like a rock star sleeper and I don't have a lot of like, I need to hear you breathe stress, then maybe sooner, but there's never really been like a huge rush.
It's a maybe.
Does me being pregnant affect our relationship at all?
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, but not in like a negative way. It affects it, but not in a negative way. It's just, we're just rolling with the punches. And I feel like that's different than the other 2 pregnancies.
I feel like
before
it did affect it in a negative way.
But now it's just like, cool, this is part of life. This is part of the human experience. Maybe we're just in a lot healthier place mentally, or maybe we've done it twice already.
I think,
but like affects it, but in just ways that we're prepared for, or that I am more willing to accept or to roll with or not take personally than in the past.
What food do you crave the most? I think we talked about that. I really like hamburgers right now. I have like this great desire to
I never thought I would hear her
carnivorous.
say that. She loves meat right now.
I ordered a double char for the first time in my life.
She ordered a hamburger.
A double.
By herself.
And I really like ice cream.
Not an Ashley thing to do.
And I really like liquids. What helped you with first trimester exhaustion? Nothing. Dallin helped me.
Gosh, pregnancy is so weird.
Just not.
Why does it have to be so hard?
I think you just have to know to say, I need like a minute, or I'm out for the night, or I need like a break.
You've done a lot better job at, and maybe I've just been a lot better job at listening.
Well,
but you've just been
more,
a lot better job at communicating your needs, I think, and feeling like you have the right to.
Right. Well, I'm a barrier at heart. So.
You used to not feel like you deserved things that you feel like you deserve now, I think.
Okay, guys, that is our bump update. We are firmly in the 3rd trimester. Hopefully, we are delivering a week early, and hopefully, I have this baby with just like my dream would be to just walk into the hospital and be like, ready for my epidural, let's go.
I had so much anxiety or fear. I don't know, but right now I just am like super excited, and I just see this as a beautiful part of the human experience.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was never able to like honestly 100% say that.
I think it's because Dylan and I finally
I just see
grew
it as a
up when
beautiful
we
part of the
30.
human experience now.
We're just 30. Things
Maybe it's
happen
just part
when
of when
you're
you
30.
turn 30. I don't know.
I told you. See, you're getting close to 30. Remember when I turned 30 and I was like, I like see the world differently.
Jesus started preaching when he was 31, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jesus waited till his 30s to be wise. He's probably wiser a lot earlier than that too, but
I don't know.
anyways, maybe we should end it now. Okay, bye.